I'm staying at Casa Patel in Vijayagende, a home for children that have been put here by the law if they don't have parents or if their parents can't take care of them, and there's about 200 children altogether, I would say. A boys' house and a girls' house. I'm staying in the boys' house, and in Vijayagende it's a really nice village. There's lots of little things to do. It's quite small, but it's nice because you can really get to know the place and get to know the people around the area. We sort of can choose our working hours here, which is quite flexible, but there's lots to do in the morning, so really to get the most of what you want to do, there's no point in getting up late. We usually get up for around 9 and then go and play with the little children and help them out with maybe, you know, drawing, painting, watching movies, playing in the garden. If you're here in the summer, they'll be in the swimming pool a lot, which is quite nice. And then also in the mornings I also sometimes go to Casa 14, which is a house that they're rebuilding for families, which is nice to get a bit of variation with what you do in the mornings. And then lunch times, there's first lunch is at 11 and then about 12 and then 1. So you help out with all of those. And then the afternoons is siesta time, so there's not much going on between about 1:30 and 4 o'clock. But then about 4, I go to Casa 5, which is a house for disabled people, and help in the kitchen there because there's only one lady doing all the cooking and cleaning in the kitchen there. And then usually finish there about 7:30, get back here for 8 to help with dinner, finish by 9, and then that's the day.
Okay, what I like about the placement is simply all the kids that are here and how they just love to talk to you no matter who you are, and they're always interested in what you have to say. And even if your Spanish isn't perfect, they're so patient and they just love talking to anybody. And there's such a wide range of personalities here, and although it might be frustrating sometimes to get your point across or to really, you know, be with the kids, they always make up for it with just how happy they are and how they're always smiling and always find something to play with and to entertain themselves with. And that's possibly one of the best things about it for me, because when I first came, I wasn't that much I didn't know if I'd never been around kids that much, and I didn't know if I'd fit in being around kids all the time. But one of the main things that I've taken away from this is that I can be, you know, somebody who can be around kids all the time, and I am actually kind of a kiddie person. I didn't think I would be, but being here has kind of shown me that, you know, being around these kids that don't really have that much, but they're happy with what they've got, and it kind of puts things into perspective for you, because you don't realise how lucky you are until you come here and you see that these kids have nothing, but they're still happy with what you can give them. And even if it's like the smallest thing, like painting their nails or giving them some stickers, they'll treasure it because they just don't have anything else to call their own. And it's not just the kids that are friendly, but everybody on the street, they know that you're foreign, but they just want to know where you're from, what you're doing and where you're working and if you're studying. And it's just how everybody interacts with each other much more than what I saw in the UK. Like even strangers, you know, it's just such a welcoming place. No matter who you are, they're just interested in you as a person, and it's really welcoming.
This is definitely an amazing place to come and volunteer. There's so many kids here, and you can really get to know, you know, so many different people. It's a great opportunity to learn a new language. Yeah, and just to get a feel for a country, not just as a tourist really, but to really live here and see what it's like and get to know the different, you know, different culture. It's very different from England, and it's a real experience being here. Getting to know all different age brackets, you know, little kids, teenagers, adults that you stay with. Yeah, that's why I like being
here. I definitely think it's important to know some Spanish when you come, but it's not the end of the world if you don't, because there's always people here that they love helping people, so they'd love to help you. They love to help you learn, and they really enjoy being able to help somebody. The kids as well. The kids love to, you know, help out with things like that. So, and they love to correct you as well. So if you get a word wrong, oh, thanks, I'll remember it. I'll remember that. And they love it. They love being able to tell you how to, because I think they are really proud of their language, and they're proud that they can teach you it. So it's nice to sit back and let them go around a room and tell you what this is and what this is and what you use this for. And sometimes, you know, they talk really fast and it's just easy to say, yeah, I understand. But you do, as time goes on, it is easiest just to be around people and listen to them talk. And I think that's how I learnt the most. Not by sitting and reading a book and trying to remember all the different grammatical tenses and things like that, just by being around people. And because over time, that way, you'll recognise like some of the words that they use and the tenses that they use, and it becomes easier over time. And before you know it, you're having a proper conversation with somebody, and they understand everything that you're saying, and you can express yourself to the extent that you want to. It gets easier over time, and simply just through being with the kids and being with the people here and letting them teach you about the differences between here and the UK and what the way life is here, it gets easier over time.
I would definitely recommend bringing very warm clothes if you're coming in the winter, and a sleeping bag, because even though it's not so cold in the middle of the day, at night there's no heating, there's no double glazing like we're used to, and it's stone wall, so it does get really, really cold. So that would definitely be something good to bring. Maybe a hot water bottle as well. It's easy to carry, easy to make.